Hey, Taylor Elwood here, and thought I would do a video on learning to listen to your body. I've been talking a lot about the work I've been doing with my body of late, and I think that one of the key skills that people need to learn is how to actually listen to their body. This is a very essential and some would say basic skill, but I think that if we're going to work with our body magically, we have to learn this skill. So what do I mean by listening? Are we listening for words? No, we're not listening for words. What we're doing though is that we're paying attention to the signals the body sends us. We're paying attention to how the body communicates to us through those signals. And what are those signals? Well, an obvious one would be pain, right? You feel a pain in your body. That is an example of your body trying to communicate with you. Or you feel the need to go to the bathroom, or you feel the need to eat. Again, those are ways that your body is communicating with you. And a lot of times we respond to those very automatically, very unconsciously. I mean, if you have to go to the bathroom, what do? You go to the bathroom. You don't really think about it. If you feel hungry, you think, okay, what am I going to eat? You don't think about the fact that your body's communicating with you that you're hungry. You just think about the fact that it's hungry. When you feel pain, a lot of times what people do is they try to repress that pain. A lot of times, I mean, like if you have a headache, what do? You take some aspirin, right? And don't get me wrong, just being present with a headache is not fun. I know, I've done it. But it's interesting because a lot of times the way we approach things is so unconscious that we don't really think about it. And what I would advocate for is that if you're going to learn how to work with your body, you want to learn a more conscious approach to that kind of work. And so what that means is that you're paying closer attention to the underlying messages. For example, if you're hungry, what is it that you're hungry for? Believe it or not, your body will often communicate its preferences or what it needs. I mean, if you suddenly feel hungry for protein, for example, that's your body saying, I need protein. I need this for whatever reason, but I need protein. So a lot of times, it's not just the simple basic message of I'm hungry. It's actually I have this hunger for protein, or I have this hunger for cheese, or this hunger for whatever else, and it's really saying I have this hunger for this thing that you are not giving me enough of, and I need more, and that's why you're going to feed me it. And no surprise here, but a lot of the amino acids that our body needs are synthesized through food. So it can be useful to pay close attention to what you're eating and why you feel drawn to eat that as an example of developing a conscious awareness of what your body is trying to communicate with you. Another way that I really try to pay attention is not just to the actual physical symptoms, but the other information that comes as a result of interacting with the body. I'm going to use an example here that some people will find weird, but when you use the restroom and you go to the bathroom, the smell can actually tell you a lot about whether or not your body is healthy. I know most people are going to find that weird, or they're going to be like, ooh, but the fact of the matter is, when we don't pay attention to the messages of our body and the various ways that our body tries to communicate with us, we miss out on discovering very important clues that can help us take better care of our bodies and ourselves. Let's go back to the example of pain. When you feel pain in a particular area of your body, you might think it's physical pain, but that physical pain can be a symptom of other aspects of pain. It could just simply be physical pain. Sometimes that's what it is. But sometimes there's emotional pain. Or there's tension or stress or something else going on that needs to be explored and uncovered and discovered. And this is what I mean when I talk about learning to listen to your body, because your body has numerous ways of communicating with you, and a lot of times what people get is they only get the surface level of that communication. I'm feeling some pain. Okay, well, I take care of the symptom, the pain itself, but I'm not taking care of the underlying cause of the pain. I'm not learning what that underlying cause is. But part of that communication also goes beyond that. It goes into things such as breathing. Breathing, you might say, how is that communicating with the body? Well, let's consider this. First of all, we have to breathe in order to live. When you stop breathing and you're dead. That's all there is to it. You breathe in, you breathe out. It's a very automatic process. But that process of breath is bringing in resources for your body. It's bringing in oxygen. It's basically making sure that your blood is oxygenated. It's helping with keeping you alive. It's also a method for communication with the body. It should be no surprise that my own work with the body, in terms of just going in and connecting with the consciousness of the body, or the consciousness of the microbial life, or the neurotransmitters, or any of that, is really based around connecting with that through breath, because breath is the gateway to the body. Your breath is something you do every day. It's how you it's something that your body needs. It's something you need, and it's a way to communicate with your body. You know, when I do my meditations, I very intently use breath as a way to interface deeper with my body and get into the consciousness of my body and connect with the organs and the cells and all the other things in order to effectively start whatever process it is that I'm working with. And it should be no surprise that when we look at, for example, Taoist meditation practices, and they talk about things such as marrow washing and things like that, what are they really doing? They're interacting with the body. They're connecting with the body. They're communicating with the body. They're doing things with the body that are that essentially are activating the hidden potential of the body. And they're doing this through breath. Yes, there's other things that are going on there, but if we really look at it, breath is the start of how you communicate with your body. And so I would say that it's very useful to spend some time really considering like what your body does and how it communicates and interacts with the world around you, and how it interacts with you, because that can help you measurably understand things in a very different way in terms of how you relate to your body and what it is that your body can do for you and how you can actually improve the health of your body. You know, one of the key things that I would say is that, you know, if people want better health, it's not enough to just go on a diet or exercise. I mean, those things are good to do. Or even to watch what you put into your body. Although, again, that's certainly important, but it's more important to learn how to communicate with your body, to connect with it consciously, to meaningfully shape the way you understand your body and how it relates to the world around it, and how it relates to you. When you start communicating with your body in that way, you'll find that it does help you to make better changes in your life. Changes that actually stick. Because your body is invested in those changes. And I've found this to be true with exercise and diet changes. I found it to be true with other things that I've been doing in relationship to my body, that, you know, if I listen and communicate with my body and we actively collaborate together, and I listen and communicate with the life within, that in and of itself shapes the overall health and experience of my life. So, just wanted to share that with you, just some thoughts about this, because you know, some people have expressed interest in the stuff that I'm working on and what I'm doing lately, and this plays a significant part of it. And of course, I'll be sharing more when I publish my book, Alchemy of Life. You can find some of what I'm talking about in my book, Inner Alchemy, which you know, I highly recommend checking out. And have a great day. Take care.